Hello. This blurriness. I'll see if I can try to get that sorted out again. I'll set it to normal. So, hey. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what happens on Dear Father Al, you send to me your problems about life, about love, relationships, whatever your issues may be. Please consider sending them to me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. And what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. I'm going to try to work on this blurriness issue that I seem to have with Facebook as an FYI. So if by chance if you're doing, hey Paula, if by chance if you're doing some Facebook Live broadcast and you're having this blurriness issue, there's some settings on that are available to where you can set it to normal. But when you set it to normal, there's about maybe a minute delay in the broadcast, or you can set it to auto and it's supposed to make some sort of difference. So that is what we're dealing with the broadcast, the whole issue with the normal versus the auto feed. I don't know if it's a connection or what, so I apologize for the blurriness. If you see some sort of blurriness or slight fuzziness in your broadcast, please let me know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and deal with it and move forward. I switched it to normal this time. Last time I switched it to auto, and it still seems to be giving me the same quality of feed. The slight blurriness, fuzziness in the view. So, anywho, again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast. Let me see if I can scoot up, see if that makes any difference. Anyway, all right, so you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What you do is you send to me your problems about life, about love, relationships, whatever your issues may be. Please consider sending them to me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Today is Saturday, October 15th, episode number 7. You can contact me 24 hours a day. Contact me 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. 623-764-8893. One more time, 623-764-8893. You can also send an email to me. The email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. Again, contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. And in the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less. And again, what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. So far live on the chat line, I've got Paula. Love you, love you, love you, Paula. Smooches, smooches, smooches. And I'm hopeful that I can drag Jan and the two of us can come visit you and your family in your home state. So, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's go and roll forward with the letter that I received last week. Seems to have gotten some traction because of the letter, and people seem to be interested in learning what I have for the person that wrote the letter to me. So let's go ahead and roll forward with that one. All right, so the letter says, Dear Father Al, I'm in a new relationship with a newly divorced man, okay, who seems to be rushing our relationship's intimacy. Okay. I prefer to start off more slow and cautious. He is quite the opposite and is all hands, soon as you open up the door, he's just clawing all over you. Okay, he's all hands when we are together. He is very attractive, and I assume he feels the same about me. I have been married before as well. He is also 15 years younger than me. 15 years. All right. Signed, Hesitant. All right, Hesitant, I will reply back to you in a sec. So interject your comments in the chat line if you, or maybe a friend, wink, wink, or someone you know, has been dealing with a significant other, male or female, and the other party is a little more handsy. I mean, as soon as you walk in the door, they're all over, climbing all over you. Some people like that. Some people like, slow it down a bit, slow it down. So let us know how you, or the person that you know, dealt with that type of situation in a relationship like that. So again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. Again, click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. Our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handle is Dear Father Al. Again, our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handle is Dear Father Al. That's DearFatheral. So Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handle is Dear Father Al. All right, click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance, if you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click that subscribe button. So let's go ahead and roll forward with replying to Hesitant. All right. All right, so, Dear Hesitant, why, you said the person, you said, what you said, so why are you hesitant in his advances? Just curious, why are you hesitant? If you like each other and you feel the same way, why are you hesitant in his advances? Have you verbally expressed displeasure with his actions? If not, try, just a thought, try something mild, don't just beat him over the head. I mean, if you got to, but just don't beat him over the head and be too harsh initially with him. So try something like, slow down, cowboy, I'm not going anywhere. Assuming you're not going anywhere. You've liked the person and you want to stay with them. Try, at least for the long term, for the most part. So something like, I'm not going anywhere, slow down, cowboy, something fun, something light, if you will. Slow down, cowboy, I'm not going anywhere. Or something else, like you might choke on this meal, something, again, really light. You might choke on this meal if you try to gobble it all up at once. Savor your meal and enjoy me. Just to kind of give him some hints, just dial it back, just slow it down a bit without being too harsh. You could also consider coaching him on the pace that you prefer. So he may just be used to just going in, guns blazing, just go in, climbing all over. You think, what, hey, I like you, but it's just dial it back, tone it back. I'm not going to go anywhere. I don't plan to go anywhere, but just kind of dial it back a bit. It makes me just a bit uncomfortable. That may sour the relationship, but hey, that's something to consider. So, also, you could try something like in the coaching thing. You could try something like, "Let me show you how to please a woman like me. I'm sure you won't be disappointed." And just kind of give him a wink and a smile, so it's not like you're just beating him down, kind of thing. So just take it really light with the guy. Also, in doing the whole coaching thing with him, or her, depending on how it's played. So in this case, with him, this may trigger some type of teacher-student fantasy, that he may have, and enjoy. It may allow him to enjoy the coaching, teaching moment. So kind of play with it like that, but don't initially say, God, mate, is that all you think about? Maybe you're a young guy, so hey, who's to say? So again, try really light, just kind of dial it back a bit and see how it plays. No pun intended, with that. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance you are watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. And I was thinking, in the whole setup, I've got the camera for those technical folk. I've got the camera cable connected to the front, maybe a little too technical for some, the front USB port. Previously, it was in the back, and there was some technical difficulties, and I switched it to the front. So next week, I'm going to try connecting it into the back to see if by chance, if I have some sort of better connection with the USBs in the back. I think there's a newer version of the USB port and an older version of the USB port. So I will check to see which version of the port that I'm dealing with now, and then switch it to the other type for next week. And again, I'm hopeful that would give us a better connection. I'm trying. So again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope, a friend, family, loved one, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to provide a common sense solution to you. In the description, you're going to see a few links. The first link that you're going to see in the description is the Friend of the Father Partner link. And when you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to a PayPal page. And on the PayPal page, you're going to see a few drop-down options. The first set of drop-down options you'll see is the Friend of the Father Partner program. The Friend of the Father Partner program, that is a program that we created to help keep the program alive. And when you donate to the Friend of the Father Partner program, what that will do is that will pay for the dry cleaning for the shirt, dry cleaning for the coat. So that is what that is for. The second set of drop-down options you will see is the Living Legacy program. The Living Legacy program, that's a program that we created where we'll take donated mobile devices, laptops, notebooks, Samsung Galaxy Notes. We take those, we refurbish them, bring them back to factory reset, and then we donate them to senior citizens 65 and older with no income requirement. So if you're a senior 65 and older, if you know a senior 65 and older, hey, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email, and say, hey, Father Al, I got a senior that will need some sort of mobile device, and hey, we'll dig in the back to see if we can find something for that person. So the other thing that I want to make reference to is the reason why I chose the Samsung Galaxy Notes is the Samsung Galaxy Notes have a built-in stylus. And oftentimes the senior citizens have frail hands and they can't navigate the mobile devices easy. So with the Samsung Galaxy Note and the built-in stylus, they can pull out the stylus and they can use that stylus to navigate on their mobile device. We'll take the real legacy ones, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also, we'll take the more recent ones, the 9 and forward. But keep in mind, if you donate one of the real legacy ones, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those cannot be used as a phone. Because of the older technology, those can only be used as a free Wi-Fi connected kind of mini tablet because of the technology. So if you got free Wi-Fi, the grocery store, library, stuff like that, then they can surf the internet that way. But they can't use that mobile device as an actual phone. The 9 and forward, those can be used as a phone as well as a mobile device. So that is the difference between the two. We'll take both of them, but just want to let you know that is the difference between the two. Okay? The other reference that you're going to see in that drop-down set is a reference to the open and private. Open, that is where we'll tell any and everybody who donated, how much they donated. Private, that is where we'll keep who donated. We'll keep that confidential. So that's the difference between the two. The other link that you're going to see in the description is the Father Al wish list. And if you've been around a while, you notice that people have been donating cigars. Very fine cigars to me. So if by chance, if I helped you out, even in some small way, and you want to send some love to me, Father Al, for helping you out, again, even in some small way, and you want to send some cigars to me, can't do it on Amazon, but go to your favorite cigar website and then just have some cigars drop shipped to me. Let me know that you want to send it. You can call me, send me a text, send me an email, say, hey, Father Al, I'm going to send some stuff to you. You know, keep an alert on the upcoming mails. That way, when I get the note from the concierge downstairs, it says, hey, Al, you've got some stuff downstairs. It's like, okay. At least I know what it is going to be in the package. So that is what that is about. And when you click that link, again, it will take you to an Amazon, the Father Al wish list link. When you click that link, it'll go to an Amazon.com page. You're going to see all kind of cool accessories, golf accessories, cigar accessories. So you find something that you like, you want us to drop ship it to me, click that link, go to the Amazon, go to the Amazon site, find something and send it to me and send your thanks for helping you out, even in some small way. So that is what you're going to see in the description. After this broadcast, you're going to see on my wall, Dear Father Al was live. That way you can watch the show again and again. Later on tonight, I'm going to create a rebroadcast that is going to be available on YouTube. So if you have some friends, family, loved ones that like the show but do not have a Facebook account, they can watch the rebroadcast on YouTube later on tonight, or possibly even tomorrow morning. I'm going to create a rebroadcast that is available on Instagram. So they can kind of do the same on Instagram as well. So that is what's going to happen after this live broadcast. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance you've been watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. So let's go and roll forward with the very next one. So again, so far live, on the chat line, I have Paula. Love you, Paula. Love you, Paula. Love you, Paula. Smooches, smooches, smooches. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the very next one. All right. This one says, Dear Father Al, I met someone new who enjoys cycling. Yeah, I dig cycling. I haven't cycled in a while. My body shows it too. So it's been a while. Anyway, all right, so I met someone new who enjoys cycling. It's like an obsession with her. You know, everybody's got their thing. All right, so being fit and healthy is important to me, and I admire her passion. She lives about an hour's drive from me. We see each other mostly on weekends and text chat a lot during the week. When I drive to see her, she is up early the following morning to cycle. I would prefer to stay in bed longer and enjoy her. I'm trying to make this relationship work. Am I wasting my time? Signed, Road Rage. All right, Road Rage, I will reply back to you in a sec. So if by chance you're in some sort of long distance, I guess that you can consider that long distance. If you're in some sort of long distance relationship and you've got to make this long, for the most part, I'd say an hour, long commute to see this person, and you're the only one that's driving there, that's you every time. You're going there every time. So, and the other person kind of doesn't reciprocate, with the driving. You're always going to her house, or you're always going to her house, his house, whatever. Let us interject your comments in the chat line and let us know how you were able to cope with that. So again, click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. All right, so I'm going to reply back to Road Rage in a sec. So, so this is what I got for road rage. All right, dear road rage, an hour's drive one way, 30 minutes, okay, one way, 15 minutes, okay, one way, but an hour's drive, for me at least, an hour's drive one way to spend time with someone could be considered excessive. Some people say, an hour is a cakewalk, or with gas prices. So, has she driven to your place, or is it mostly you driving? If you are the one that's driving all the time, it's likely this relationship is tilted to one side. Just saying. Express to her that you would like to spend more time, express to her that you would like to spend more snuggle time in bed before she jumps out of bed to go cycle. You could also consider taking up cycling with her. Then after cycling and returning home, you could find a comfy spot to snuggle. Tentatively, I'm just saying, things don't look like they're going to be in your favor unless you start cycling. Just a thought. So again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If by chance you need somebody outside of your basic scope, friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, you can definitely count on me to give it to you straight. I will give it to you straight. So again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handle. Again, is Dear Father Al. You can contact me 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. One more time, 623-764-8893. You can also send an email to me. The email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. Again, contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and again, I'll reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance, if you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. So again, so far live on the chat line, I've got Paula. Love you, Paula. Love you, Paula. Love you, Paula. Smooches, smooches, smooches. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one that I've got. All right, so this one, it says, Dear Father Al, I'm a plus-sized and what some consider top-heavy. Okay. I'm vacationing outside of the United States and somewhere with a warmer climate. I'm unsure what type of swimsuit I should wear. A one-piece or two-piece is my dilemma. I'm an avid swimmer. Please help. Signed, Busty. All right, Busty, I will reply back to you in a sec. So if by chance, if you, your friends, loved ones, or someone that is top-heavy, interject your comments in the chat line and let us know how you and or your top-heavy friend, family, loved ones, how they were able to deal with situations where they like to swim, but there's that concern that I guess the twins, no pun intended, your top kind of jumps out, has a minds of their own, and jumps out of the swimsuit. Let us know. Interject your comments and let us know how you were able, and or your friend were able to deal with a situation like that. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance, if you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. All right, so I will reply back to Busty. So Dear Busty, if you're going out of state, do some research. What I offhand. So do some research on the name of the country, whatever country it is. Some countries are, I guess, more conservative. Some areas are more conservative than others, especially when you go outside the states. So do some, and some of them are just more liberal. Hey, so it's not like the U.S. is, very conservative. Some areas no, some areas yeah, but when you're going outside the country, do some research in advance. So do some research on the name of the country, the city that you're going to, and add in your search, add the word plus-sized swimsuits to your search. All right, so let's say you're going to Turkey, just throwing it out there. You're going to Turkey, so do something like, Turkey or Turkish plus-size women's swimsuit. Okay, something like that in your search. And in your text, do it without the quotation marks before and after, the phrase or the keywords, and then do it with and do it without the quotation marks in your search. Then go ahead and scroll down, and then in your browser, you typically should see a button that says Images. After you generate your search, click Images, and that should give you some pictures of women in that country. Some examples of women in that country and what type of swimsuits, they may be more likely to be wearing. So just an idea, kind of give you an idea of what might or what may be more likely to be acceptable in that country. Sometimes it can be really dicey. You go there in some real conservative country, and you go there with some French cut bikini, something like that, and then the twins fall out, and next thing you know, you're thrown in jail for indecent exposure, stuff like that. So you got to be really careful, especially when you go outside of the U.S. So please keep that in mind, Busty. Also, if there is a concern that your twins, your top, may pop out of your swimsuit, consider a one piece. I assume that a one piece will be more likely to keep the top of yours more under control versus a string bikini, unless you're in Vegas kind of thing. So all right, so you could also bring a t-shirt. Just another piece of advice. You could also bring a t-shirt with you and keep it on the beach nearby just in case. So keep that in mind, Busty. Again, click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance you are watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. Our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al. Today is Saturday, October 15th, episode number 7. All right, so we're going to go with the very last one, and we are going to call it a wrap. All right, so this is what I've got. It says, Dear Father Al. So Paula interjects. She said she should look on TripAdvisor. Okay, so Trip, and the TripAdvisor is not paying me and not paying Paula, I assume, to put a link on the site. So it is Trip, T-R-I-P, Advisor. So T-R-I-P-A-D, as in dog, V-I-S, as in Sam, O-R.com. So TripAdvisor.com. I didn't think that they'd have, something like that, but that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool to kind of give you some ideas on what you likely can and can't do when you go and travel. So back to the left. Thank you, Paula. Love you, love you, love you. So, all right, so this is what I got. It says, Dear Father Al, I have 3 grown sons. They are caring sons. My firstborn son has a 4-year-old son. I believe this child is autistic and needs special care. My son and his wife chose to wait until he started kindergarten. Okay. I do not believe he is getting the help he needs. His parents believe he will be fine. How should I guide these parents to find more help without being pushy and demanding? Help. Signed, caring grandmother. Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one. I will provide the best guidance I can, especially, you're the grandmother, and you want to help. You've seen some issues growing up in your own personal life, and you want to help guide, your children and the grandkid and help them to get the treatment that they need. But some parents think, hey, this is my kid. I'll treat him however I want. I'll raise him how I think is needed. Why don't you just step away? So it's going to be a real tricky one. So if by chance, if you've dealt with something like that, interject your comments in the chat line. I'll give it about another 30 seconds or so. Otherwise, go ahead and enter it in the chat line after the comment section, after the broadcast is over, and we will talk about it next week. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. And if by chance you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, click the subscribe button. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope, a friend, family, loved one, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to provide some common sense solution to your daily problems to help you move forward in life. And until next week, go in peace.